Hey, hi guys, my name is Eunice and I'm 24 years old and I'm studying Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1. October is a mental health awareness month, and it's celebrated worldwide, okay, not only Malaysia. So yep, most of the I'm going to talk about the about mental health and the awareness about the misconception of it, and my experience living with mental disorders. People have depression, and and mostly those closest to you, like your friends and family, will always say like, oh, you are depressed because you are weak, or you are depressed because you don't have faith in God. Yes, I understand that it's good to have this spiritual to be spiritually, like, have faith in God. But also I do think that even pastors, even leaders, religious leaders can have depression and mental illness as well. And we are just humans. We do have time where we are in the darkness, but yeah, that's just it. Many people, they don't think of mental health issues like similar to physical health, because physical health, when you have any illness, like physical illness, you can see it from the outside. But those with mental illness, you cannot see the symptoms. You cannot see the symptoms physically. I was thinking that a lot of people always tell me that, hey Eunice, I think you think too much. I think everything is just in your head. But yes, of course, I would tell them that of course it's in my head, because my brain is in my head. A lot of my family members thought I was being sarcastic with it, but I wasn't being sarcastic, because it's real, because our brain is an organ, so it's a physical organ, it's a physical illness. When our organ doesn't work well, it's like when you have mental illness, it's like our brain doesn't work well, we don't produce enough neurotransmitters to actually keep us healthy. And what I think that it's pretty difficult to actually explain even to our closest relative, because they always have the misconception of it. So, for example, when I was hospitalized and things like that, and they say, why are you always in and out of the hospital? Like, can't you just go for exercise? Do your hobby, singing and things like that. And the thing is, once you're not well, you're physically unwell as well, because you are so drained mentally and emotionally, and it also affects your physical health, and you end up being so drained and so disorientated, and you don't feel like doing everything. So, like, for me, when I'm depressed, I don't eat and then I don't shower. I don't eat and I don't shower. I don't wash my hair. I don't really sleep. So yeah, so when in the manic episode, yeah, because I have multiple manic episodes before. So, when I'm manic, it's just that it's not that I don't have appetite. It's everything seems to go so fast that I forgot to eat, and I didn't sleep. I was doing a lot of things at once. I was engaging in risky behavior, and it just affected my life so much that I just think that many people will think that when you are in a manic episode, you must be great, right? No, actually it's not great at all. When you're in a manic episode, you don't even realize that you're destroying yourself. So until when you go to a point that you reach a mental health crisis, that's when you end up in the hospital again, and then you come out, and then yeah. Right, so over the years, over the span of, I was first diagnosed when I was 17 with major depressive disorder. And then when I was 18, my diagnosis changed to bipolar disorder. And in 2017, I found out that I was a type 1 bipolar after ECT sessions. Alright, so the treatment that I've been is, I've been on medications, many times medication, and then psychotherapy, of course, and also ECT. ECT is electroconvulsive therapy. There's some medication that caused me to have muscle weakness, like muscle what is it called that? You call that muscle stiffness. Like I couldn't walk, I always fall because I just couldn't use my leg. So I was always falling, and you know, it just doesn't feel good, even though you know you're taking medication for your mental health, and then it just not good for your physical health, the side effect. And I get a lot of tremors. You know, I got difficulty in writing because I get a lot of hand tremors, and yeah, it's very difficult. So my handwriting will go like smaller and smaller each time, and yeah, it's very frustrating. And also the other treatment that I've mentioned before, ECT. The side effect is memory loss, of course, and trouble with memory. Yes, I have poor memory ever since my first ECT session in 2017. But I was thinking that I think those memory issues is a good price to pay for. I would rather have bad memory rather than to not being able to function at all. So I think it's a good price to pay. Yeah, even though I do struggle in college and because due to memory issues, but yeah, I think it's worth it. During my time, you know, when I have episode, those mental health crisis episode, I have few friends who's very, very supportive. Of course, my friends that I met from those friends I met in church, they're very supportive. They always support me in, morally, and then they always uphold me in prayer whenever I was in the hospital. They will come and visit me and, you know, pray for me when I was in the hospital. Yeah, I appreciate them so much. Like, yeah, and also not only from the church. I still remember when I was in high school, I was being bullied and I was very depressed. And yeah, basically I would say I was like zombie because I was having like no emotions and things like that. And I was being very slow, and then just it's not my typical self. It's not the typical Eunice that you will see. So my friend, I remember when I had to cross the road and things like that. My friends with also my classmate will often hold my hand whenever whenever we had to cross the road, especially because she had that concern that I might be suicidal because she was aware that I was self-harming. So she'll always make sure that she'll hold my hand to cross the road. And yeah, I was quite surprised actually when she hold my hand because I feel a little bit awkward when she hold my hand. But you know, come to think of it, I kind of appreciate her a lot. She's my best friend actually. She's my very, very best friend in high school. She's always with me and she support me a lot. Yeah, and I remember her bringing buying me cakes and food during my stay in the hospital many times because I was in and out of the hospital so many times. So yeah, so there's many times she come and visit me and she bought cakes and she's like, you know, eat because she know that I don't eat. Yeah, this is how it is. And also I want to give a shout out to my mom. She's a pillar for me. You know, she's a pillar of support for me. And you know, I remember she cooking my favorite food so that I would eat. I feel so bad for not eating, even though you know when you don't feel like eating, when you're depressed and you have no appetite, you just want to eat, but I have to eat because I feel guilty that my mom spent a lot of time cooking my favorite food for me and then I don't eat. So yeah, she's very smart actually. She actually forced me to eat, so I had to eat. Yeah, this is how she shows her support. I'm just really glad that I have the kind of and that I have my mom with me. Yeah. So me and my mom, we both have a very strong bond. We go shopping together, we go eat together, everything we do together, and she's like a best friend to me. I want to let the society know that we are not the crazy, lunatic, insane person. Okay, as I said before, you know, our brain doesn't function well, and please be kind instead of asking us to hey, pray more, go to church more, go to this more, go to temple more, whatever. Just be there. You don't need to do anything much. You just need to be there for them when they are struggling. Please do not ever judge them for sleeping all day, for not doing house chores when they are really sick, because I think it has a very bad consequences to the person who actually experienced it. They feel, the more you judge them, the more they feel they feel that they are worthless for not doing anything. So which I think that need to be changed. Instead, let them have their time rest. Just like when you are sick physically, you have people give you time to rest and to rest and heal. Please do the same to people who have actually mental health issues as well. So at the same time, I do hope that people actually learn the symptom and what is let's say people are having depression. Please read about it. You don't need to read everything about it, just read to get the basic, so you will get the basic idea, not only for depression, for other mental illness as well, like schizophrenia, bipolar, and anxiety disorders, any disorders. Yes, I do really hope that one day that people will actually take this seriously, not to just brush off everything. It's just not good at all. Alright, hi, I'm Eunice Lee and I support mental health awareness.